Welcome back to another episode of the Real Deal podcast. Today I have my mom on. Do you want to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself?
So I'm Rosemary's mom. I'm Ann Thrasher. I guess, do you want my career? I'm an attorney. So by education, I always say by education, I'm an attorney, but I am a mediator, a full-time mediator, mostly cases with families in court.
True. And then I have our coloring sheets, which are pictures. It's a picture of us. I'm in the cowboy outfit, and you're there. That's when your hair was straight.
Yeah.
I always tell the story. I mean, you've probably heard me tell this recently, but I always talk about how your hair used to be straight and mine used to be curly like yours is now.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember it as one day we went to the hairdresser, and then the next morning I woke up with straight hair. It was straighter than it is now. And you woke up with curly hair. And I'm sure that's not how it actually happened, but that's how I remember.
Well, kind of, maybe.
Yeah. But anyway, I wanted to bring you on and we could talk about college and your study abroad experience, because I've been looking at a program, and it's not like for a whole semester, but maybe just for a week with a class leading up to it. But when did you do yours?
And
where?
I went to IU. And my degree was in journalism, so I majored in journalism, and then I had a minor in women's studies. But I kind of took French classes through high school and then in college, and so.
And now you do Duolingo. What's your? No.
I'm a little behind.
Your streak.
My streak.
It's okay. I lost my streak like last year.
I'm gonna pick it back up, but I was doing Spanish Duolingo.
Oh.
No. Oh, I was doing both, and that got confusing. Okay. Anyway, I was doing French most recently. Anyway, I was doing like Spanish and French, and then I was talking like French is what I would call it. Anyway, so I had studied French, but not tons of it, and then journalism and women's studies. And so there was a study abroad for the summer program in France. And so I did that. It was about 5 weeks long in the summer between my junior and senior year. And we had every morning, I think it was 4 mornings a week. I mean, it was a long time ago. Mm-hmm. 4 mornings a week, we had French class at La Sorbonne. Why are you laughing? That's what it's called. It's a university in France, in Paris. And then in the afternoons we'd have journalism class, and then we were kind of on our own to do our own like investigative journalism and write stories and that kind of thing. We weren't fluent, so we just had to interview people. Oh my gosh, I think I have the publications. Like they probably printed a newsletter for all of our articles or something. I was writing about musicians in the subway.
Did you go up to people and interview them?
Mm-hmm.
Was it scary?
Tried. No, I'm not really scared. I guess stuff
like
that.
You're not scared of being in a country that you don't live in and not speaking the language and going up to a stranger and asking them things?
I don't remember being terribly. I was scared on the subway. I was just talking about this the other day. So I lived with a family, just me, and then each of the students was with a different family. And so we were like, I don't remember the floor, 7th floor of an apartment building or something. And out the back window of the apartment, you could see the Eiffel Tower. It was so cool. But, I'm from Indiana. We don't have a lot of public transit. So the subway is how you get around.
Yeah.
And so...
what's it called in French?
The metro.
Oh.
Le metro or whatever.
Yeah.
So like my second night there, I hadn't, yet mastered the subway, didn't know where I was going, didn't really speak much of the language. And so I was by myself trying to get back to the apartment, and it was dark. And I missed my stop.
No.
And the train that I was on, it had like dead ended, and like the routes were done. And so I noticed like I missed my stop and I didn't know what to do. And so I tried to ask like this couple, like, can you help me? And they just kind of looked at me like I was, I don't know, an alien. Yeah, they would not help me. And then the only person left was this man. I mean, this is my memory of it. So this man helped me And I think he said that he was like a social worker and worked with kids. And so I think I got kind of lucky. And he got me steered around, and I finally made it back to my apartment. So that was scary.
Yeah.
But like talking to strangers doesn't really scare me.
Did you go with people that you already knew?
No. Mm-mm.
Was that scary? Or you were excited?
Yeah, I was nervous. So I hadn't ever I'd flown a couple times, like in high school, to like Florida a couple times,
but
that
never
was
out
it.
Of the country.
No, and so that was nerve-wracking a little bit, and we weren't on like the same flight together. So I was just flying by myself, and then had to meet up. I was supposed to get my own transportation to my host family's apartment, but the mom of the family ended up picking me up, which was nice. Yeah, that saved me some nerves. But I think so. You know what shingles are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Things that grandma and grandpa had.
Yeah, but it's like it lives like in your nervous system, and it can be. I don't know the science of it, but I think that you can get it from someone else if they have it, like contract it.
Isn't it like very contagious?
Yeah, but I think also it can be like triggered, like it's related. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, so related to like chicken pox. So when I was little, I had chicken pox. I'm getting off topic, but anyway, when I was flying, like I'm saying, I'm not nervous, but when I was flying over, I all of a sudden noticed like, what is this like painful spot? Did I ever tell you this?
No.
It's like a painful spot like on my rib cage, and that's like there's different places on your body that shingles will show up. So got to France, the mom picked me up, thank goodness, and I was like, I have this weird, and I don't speak French, right?
And did she speak any English?
She did, some.
But you're like not really supposed to, right?
We were allowed to,
okay.
Yeah. I think like high school programs, it's not supposed to be that way, but yeah, we were allowed to. So I was like, I don't know what's going on, but it hurts and it itches, and so it wasn't very big. It was like a little spot. And she took me to a doctor somewhere. I don't know what I think they gave me cream. I don't really know. It was shingles. So I got shingles on the flight over.
That's not really like a nerves thing though. That's just
it is though.
Really?
I think so if you it's related to chickenpox, I think. So I had chickenpox when I was little, because now like your age group, you get vaccinations for that, but we didn't have a vaccination. So most kids just got it. So I think the virus just lives in your body and lives dormant. And so I think that you can trigger the chickenpox virus in your body and get the shingles. I don't know the science behind it. Anyway, so like saying I wasn't nervous, I obviously was nervous, but not like shy, I guess. I don't know.
That makes sense. Did you like get closer to the people that you went with when you were there, or did you just kind of branch out on your own?
Well, we all had the French class together, so we did kind of team up to like go to, hung out in French. I think it was like 3 hours in the morning, not like just 1 hour.
3
hours?
It was
a lot.
Every day?
Maybe it was Monday through Thursday, but it was a lot.
That's still pretty much it.
Yeah. So and I think there was like, I don't remember their names.
For that long?
Parlez-vous français? Parle français?
I guess, whatever that means.
Yeah. Speak French.
Yeah.
I remember there was like one or two other girls that we hung out and like kind of did stuff, and like before and after the French class or whatever, but like the articles were all on our own. I wish I remembered better kind of all of that. The time went by really quickly. But like I kind of spent a lot of alone time, like would go to lunch by myself.
That's nice.
And so lunch by myself and just kind of wandered around. I didn't really do touristy things.
Yeah. Do you have any like crazy stories? No? Yes?
Probably.
Yes, but you don't want to say.
Well, I wish I remembered like a little bit better. So, a couple things. So one, there was Elton John, Eric Clapton. Do you even know these people? Elton John, Eric Clapton, and Bonnie Wright. So they were very popular at the time.
Yeah.
They had a concert in somewhere in and around Paris, probably on the outskirts or something. And we got press passes, or I did, or we did, or something. And so I took there was a a girl in the family, a young woman in the family that I was staying with who was just like a year or two older than me.
Oh.
Yeah. And
That's
so
nice.
I took her with me. Yeah, we stayed in touch a little bit, but like back then you didn't have like email.
Yeah. But now you could find them. Do you remember their names?
I have a whole box of all my stuff.
So you could find them.
Mm-hmm. Probably.
You should. And then come back for another episode.
And tell you how
Bring them on.
Yeah, how the meetup went. We could, yeah. Or Zoom them in.
No, fly them.
Okay.
Okay, wait.
So that was fun.
Yeah.
I think I found like drugs in the portalette.
Oh.
At the concert.
You think?
Yeah, I just kind of left them.
You didn't try them?
No. No. That was fun. We kind of, was I 21 yet? I guess I was 21.
But the age is 18, isn't it?
I don't remember it being 18. Okay. I mean, we did go, went to bars and stuff, and there was, I don't remember who it was, like somebody in our group, somebody knew somebody who knew somebody, and we went to this, really cool party at an apartment, but it was, older people. It was more of, a professional, but it was kind of weird.
Was it fun?
Yeah, it was fun.
Would you recommend study abroad?
Yes, I loved it. I didn't want to come back, and I called your grandma because also back then it was payphone.
Yeah.
And so I called my mom, your grandma, and I was like, "Can I just stay the rest of this summer?" Because there was still, I feel like it was pretty early in the summer that I went, early June. So there was plenty of time to stay. And she was like, "Absolutely not."
Well, was she paying for it?
Yeah. I mean, it was probably how here you pay tuition or whatever. And then I don't remember how the family got paid, if it was through the program fees or something. So I don't know. I don't think I had asked the family. I don't remember that. I remember the dad of the family was nobody. So when I was in France, nobody in Paris, I didn't really go outside of Paris, except for we did go to, we went to, have you been to Disney in France?
Yeah.
So it had just opened, and we all went as a class, press.
That's
again,
cool.
We got press passes. Yeah. So we spent the day at Disney Paris.
That's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it had just opened, so that was really cool. Although, I mean, I'm not a Disney.
Yeah, but it's still cool.
And it had just opened, so it was people haven't been.
Yeah. I mean, I've lost a few colors. It's in my house somewhere. I don't know.
I'll just.
Sorry.
That's all right.
What do you need it for?
The little dots on your coat.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, Kelly, my stepmom, is a big Disney fan.
Yeah.
I know that person. Hi, Hannah.
Should I wait?
But no, she left. But it's kind of even if you're not a Disney fan, you kind of go there, and before you're exhausted, it's you can feel the excitement of other people. I feel
yeah.
Just seeing other people is fun. For me, I enjoy the people watching.
Yeah.
Especially when we went, because I've been to Disney in Paris and in Japan, which is really cool. And so people watching in a different country too is very different because people just act differently in different places. But
yeah, it was really. I mean, it was cool. And back then, I don't even think I knew I wasn't a Disney. I hadn't gone as a kid.
Yeah.
Or I don't think so. Maybe once.
Have you been back to Paris or France since that?
No.
Would you?
Yes.
What would you do?
Loved
Would
it.
you go see all the places that you?
I don't think so.
No.
I'm more, and you probably know, so the Louvre, the workers at the Louvre were on strike when I was there, so couldn't go. I didn't go up to the Eiffel Tower.
So you would do that?
The Louvre.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean.
Yeah.
Maybe. And the Eiffel Tower, I didn't go to the Eiffel Tower, but I saw it every day.
You didn't go?
No.
Why?
I don't know. I just didn't go.
What?
I
but you would
I could
if you went
see
back?
it every day.
I feel now you have to
I'd
not
walk
ever
around
go.
it.
You should just travel to France a bunch of times, and your thing is that you've never been to the Eiffel Tower, and then you shock everyone.
Yeah. I mean, I could see it.
Yeah.
I just wanted to live like a local. I guess. I don't know.
I'm sure they've been at least once. If you
I don't know.
There. Yeah, maybe not.
I don't know.
What was your least
what color
favorite
do you want
part?
your hat to be?
Green.
This
Were
green
you-
or this green?
That green.
This green.
Were you was there anything that you were okay, I'm glad to be home? Like, a lot of people, no?
I just wanted to stay forever.
I know if I went, they don't have ranch, so that would be a very big...
I bet you could find ranch at the grocery.
Well, okay, they also don't have free water. Or free public bathrooms.
In France?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, you have to pay to use a public bathroom.
Well,
I'm not saying I wouldn't go because of that. And also, I think their black olives are probably bad. A lot of places, like, their black olives are like...
They're probably better for you. They're probably Kalamata.
Yeah, which I don't like. It just tastes like bad.
But, like, so I think the family, I figured out later, I think the family, or maybe I knew this and just forgot, they had to provide me with, like, breakfast food. And then I was on my own for the rest. So there were a couple
Did you all eat together?
For breakfast? No. I mean, she just had out, which I loved this. So she would just have food out like
a hotel.
Yeah. It was delicious, though. It was like, not croissant, but it's called, I don't want to use my French accent, chocolat de pain, or pain au chocolat. So it's like chocolate bread is what that means. And so it's kind of like the pastry type of bread, but it had like chocolate in it, not like a creamy, just like pieces of chocolate. So good. And then like fresh fruit, like fresh cherry. That's when I first learned that I loved fresh cherries. And so it was like, this is it. What's that?
We have 3 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
No, it's fine. No one ever finishes them. And
I feel like we haven't been here very long. But I did
we haven't, because it goes by very quickly. But sorry, keep talking about food.
Oh, yeah. So I liked that, the fresh fruit, and I just loved the food in France. And then, like, we had a family dinner, one kind of fancy family dinner. They probably organized that. And, like, it was really good. I don't really know what it was, but I do remember, like, the shrimp. It was, like, they had all the parts on the shrimp.
Like the eyes.
And the little, whatever, tentacles or whatever they are.
Why did you... Never mind.
What? Your hair?
You blacked out my eyes.
No, they're brown.
Okay. Oh, yeah, there's no black. If you could go back, would you do anything differently?
Yeah, I mean, I think I would. So, like I said, like the class was in the morning, and then we had journalism class. I don't know how often or how long. I think I would just like wander around more. I like to just wander.
Yeah.
Like when I vacation, I don't like No, right.
Yeah.
So I think I would just like wander around. I think I would like to see like the countryside, not just Paris. I mean, Paris is cool, but I'd love to see like. And I've been to Italy, but not really like. It was just all big cities. So, and London and stuff like that. But I would love to see European countryside.
Yeah.
I would love to live in European countryside.
Do you think you ever would?
Live?
Will? Yeah.
I don't know. Am I too old?
No. You may have too many animals.
Well, we'd figure that out.
You should list the animals you have. Just list them.
Okay, we have 14 goats, and we have...
Mini goats.
Yeah, well, they're not. Yes, most of them are Nigerian dwarf goats. One's an alpine. There are 2 mixed alpine Nigerian dwarf, and the rest are Nigerian dwarf. And then we have 15 chickens, 1 rooster, and 14 hens. Is that right? Or 16? I can't remember. 1 rooster and the rest are hens.
Yeah.
And then 2 barn cats. And then domestic, we have 4 cats.
Which wasn't like, it wasn't like you just lived in the same house and then got cats, because we had cats at our old house. We had 2 cats.
We're a blended family.
And then my stepdad had 2 cats before, but now we have 4 cats, so we seem a little crazy.
Seems crazy.
But it's not.
Yeah, thank you for.
And then
there's 3 dogs.
Which were all my stepdad's before. So
yeah.
That's not blended.
I'm not really a dog person.
No. But now you are. But they all kind of get along.
Oh, they all get along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was scared for them.
Yes, integrating cats especially, I think, is difficult, but
yeah, okay,
they've all worked out.
Well, now we can show our pictures.
I only did you.
I know, but then you can take it home and use your own markers or paint or whatever and do it from there.
Yeah.
And thank you for coming on. And
thank you for having me.
And this was fun. And we'll see you next time on the next episode of the Real Deal podcast.
Thank you.